Hello everyone. Welcome to College English 2. I'm your teacher, Ms. Liu. Today, we are going to continue the study of Unit 6, Section A, as his name is, so is he. 人如其名. The teaching objects of College English 2 is freshmen of non-English majors. In this unit, the teaching procedures include background knowledge, global reading, detailed reading, and assignment. In this 10 minutes class, my focus should be the first one, background information. My teaching objectives can be divided into two parts, what to know and what to do. The student will be grasp the basic elements of each name, which is the revision part. Then, I will instruct all of you the origin of each names and also the last part, that is an exploring part. You will be familiar with different English names. Okay, let's begin our class. Last period, we talked about the basic elements of English names. Now, let's see an example. George W. Bush. In his name, we can say there are three aspects. The first name, middle name, and last name. His first name should be George. The middle name should be W. The last name, also his family name, should be Bush. Then, our questions are coming. First, in his names, why is a family name Bush put after the first name George? How did these family names come from? And then, why is there a W in the middle of his name? What does W mean? In this class, you may find your own answers. Next, we are going to focus the origins of the English name. When it comes to the origins, we have to mention our Chinese family names at first. In the ancient China, the origins of family name came from three aspects: 官名, 地名, 国名. Take Wang for example. Wang, which refers to the later generation of the royals, 王室后代. You know, at the beginning, there was no family name or last name in England, so people used only their first names. In the late 16th century, there were more and more people in England. Then people often felt confused which Jane you are, because there were so many James at the same time in the same area. Therefore, last names appeared. Up to now, people have used more than 1.5 million family names. Various and interesting. So we can make a brief conclusion about the origins of family names. They are: what does he know? Occupations. Where he lives? Geographic names. Whose son he is? Family relationships. And what's he like? The characteristics. Now, let's look at the origins of occupations. Here we have some names for occupations on the left column. They are cutter, 车夫, cook, 厨师, smith, 铁匠, baker, 烘焙师, carpenter, 木匠, hunter, 猎人, and tailor, 裁缝. We can often use these occupations as the last names or family names for people. Pay attention to here, tailor, T-A-Y-L-O-R. Also this one, this guy, you must be familiar with him. Yes, Tim Cook, the CEO for Apple Corporation. And we can guess that cook, which means his ancestor must be a cook. And then the lady, Britain's fighting lady, whose name is Margaret Hilda Thatcher, 英国铁娘子撒切尔夫人. And her forefather should be a thatcher, 盖茅草屋的工人. A second method here I will show you is about the geographic names. We can easily find a person's family name according to his residence, such as this one, Brad Pitt, a famous actor, 布拉德皮特. And we can easily get the answer that his forefather here in the pit. We know pit refers to 洞穴,岩洞. And this one, he is a very famous golf player, Tiger Woods, 老虎伍兹. Then, how about his ancestor? Yes, in the forest. Woods, forest, 森林. Founding father in America, George Washington, 乔治华盛顿，美国国父. And his forefather must live in Washington. And now, people use his name Washington to name after the university in memory of this great person of USA. Sometimes, we often meet two people with the same occupations and live in the same area. Then, how can we call them? That's true according to their family relationships. 家庭亲属关系. In English names, we have some names such as Jameson, Jameson, Jackson, Jackson, Johnson, Johnson, Joyce, Joyceson, and Williams, Williamson. And also other forms. Put MAC or MC before the first name, Mac. For example, the very popular fast food, McDonald's. His forefather must come from North Ireland, long ago. Our favorite basketball player, LeBron Raymond James, 篮球明星 James, and the great pop singer, MJ, Michael Jackson, they both belong to this type. The last type of origins is very interesting. That is, characteristics. For example, we use names are black, 布莱克, which refers to someone who has black eyes or hair, or the color of his skin is black, brown, 布朗. Also refers to a man with brown eyes or hair. If the man is tall, then his family name should be Longman, 高个子. The last one is very interesting, beard. Their family name describes the man with beard, 留胡子的人. Now, let's have a test. This man, who has changed the human history as the first man landing on the moon, Neil Sheldon Armstrong. We can easily guess that his ancestor must have the strong arm, 结实的臂膀. That's interesting, right? Okay, after my explanation, I'm sure you can solve the first two questions by yourself. And then, how about the last one? What does W mean here? His full name is George Walker Bush. George here as his Christian name, 教名, given by the father in the church. Walker as his given name, also the middle name. And Bush here as his last name and family name. In some formal situations, the full name should be used, while people will call him George W. Bush or George Bush for short, on some other usual occasions. Another example here is John Frederick Kennedy. People call him John F. Kennedy. Okay, we have finished the task of what to know, their basic elements of English name, and the origin of English name. After that, we will have the homework after class. That is, what to do, be familiar with different English names. So, my question is, are you familiar with English names? After class, please think about the following question. What are the origins of the following English names? Please discuss it with your partners and try to make an oral report next time. That's all for my class. Thank you.